Hello, how you doing? Okay, so this is a big deal to me. This is kind of like my life's work. I've been studying diet all my life and exercise, nutrition, fitness, things like that. This is the green robe diet. This is the base diet. So first of all, this is the huge playlist because the whole end of it is just a bunch of recipes. Okay, so it's a diet that you can follow, but maybe you don't care about the diet. Maybe you just want some recipes where some ideas of more vegetarian ideas and things like that. So it could be used for other things, but maybe you want to go with the diet and see if I really do know what I'm talking about. Okay, so green rope diet. So the idea, the point of this video is just to go through it really quick, and then the other videos, like for example for breakfast, you'll have the BMD breakfast. BMD breakfast stands for best meal of the day. So after this, there's a video that shows me making the BMD breakfast, and then for lunch you have this, and it'll show me making it. So right now I'm just going to go over it really quick. Also, so you can just replay this video and remind yourself how to do it. Okay. Breakfast, the BMD breakfast with an electrolyte drink. Perhaps. That's optional. 2, the mid-morning, during your break at work, or call it the mid-morning snack if it's your day off, just a handful of nuts, preferably pecans or walnuts. Those are the healthy kind. Or maybe just any kind of nuts, a handful of nuts. And then number 3, lunch, when you're probably still at work, that's a kale shake. There's a recipe for that, and a peanut butter and honey sandwich. And then right when you get home, you have your biggest meal of the day, and that is your first dinner, and that's usually chicken pot-au-feu soup. The pot-au-feu soup recipe is right under here. That's the most common thing. You'll just buy a whole chicken and you just make an entire pot a week, that'll last all week, and that'll be all. You won't eat any other meat besides that. It's enough chicken, and you don't have to use it. You can take some of the chicken out of the soup and make it into other things that isn't even soup, But that's your meat for the entire week, is that whole chicken that you made into this soup that lasts all week. Chicken pot-au-feu soup, or there's many recipes of soup. So this recipe is my diets are all favor soup. I'm big into soup, so when you're on my diets, you pretty much are into soup. And a cup of coffee, beer, or wine. Depending on if you're like, I can't have alcohol, so I don't have beer or wine. I'll just have a cup of coffee. But you might have. It's the most appropriate time to have, your one glass of beer or your one glass of wine, or I just have coffee and some bread. Bread, only 100% whole wheat bread, not whole wheat bread because they mix in white flour. 100% whole wheat bread. A piece of that. Okay, and then your second dinner will be so you've had you've had 2 pieces of that same bread with your peanut butter sandwich with lunch, and now you had 1 or 2 pieces with your soup. See, so that's made that bread one of your major components of your diet. Okay, second dinner is basically just a cup of tea sweetened with honey. I recommend like the best tea. It depends. This one, it depends, because this is your second dinner, so it's approaching. It's probably right before bed or approaching bedtime. So maybe caffeine's not a good idea for me. It doesn't matter. Caffeine doesn't ruin my sleep, so I'll have some Twinings Earl Grey, but you can have chamomile if you need help sleeping, or just mint tea with honey, or any kind of tea. And then some sauerkraut and some Triscuits, some cottage cheese, Greek yogurt or goat's cheese, and a spoon, just to get your peanut butter and get the atoms, because not all natural peanut butters have no palm oil. The orangutans need the palm oil, the trees we cut down to make palm oil. So yeah, Adams doesn't use palm oil. and it's all natural. So so you want Adams brand peanut butter, the kind you stir, and then stir it up, and 1 spoon of that. So it's Triscuits, cottage cheese, and a spoon of peanut butter, with some sauerkraut and some tea sweetened with honey. Okay, and alternate that with a salad, with only oil and vinegar. Okay, with some cottage cheese and some tea sweetened with honey. So basically, you're either having the Triscuits, cottage cheese, and peanut butter, or the salad with cottage cheese, but always the honey and tea. That's the green robe diet.